know it's going to take YouTube forever to send out notifications. Go get me some water while I'm waiting for y'all to come in. I'm back. I went to get some water. My face ashy. Where my chapstick? Ooh. Y'all can't even be seeing people put their purse on their bed. Y'all get offended by that. Y'all be getting offended by some of the weirdest shit, though. I love this. If you ain't never tried this, it's the Vaseline lip therapy with mint. They have different ones. But this one with mint hit different. I love this. Because in the wintertime, I be having, my lips be going through it. And I don't even live in a really cold climate. Hey, Trucker's Wife. Hey, Lion's Pride. I don't even live in a cold climate, and my lips be getting super dry. So, let's get started since there's two of y'all here. Last night, Burgess Reaction, aka Connection Rejection, got into it with Melissa B. And it was real bad. And I'm not going to go into, oh, it started because of because none of that stuff matters. It never matters why the situation starts to me. That don't matter. I'm going to read your comments when I put my glasses back on, but hold on in a minute. Hold on a minute. It don't matter to me why it starts. What matters to me is what happens after. So Connection wanted Melissa B to come in her live and have a conversation with her. And Melissa B kept telling her that she was blocked in the chat. She couldn't come. And Melissa B was blocked in the chat because I was clicking. I had Connection's video running on my TV and Melissa's video running on my phone. And I was listening to both. And I saw where Melissa typed in her chat, but it didn't show up in Connection's chat, so you're blocked. I don't think Connection understands that when you block people, you have to go into your YouTube studio to unblock them. You have to go on the computer, go into your YouTube studio in order to unblock a person if you've blocked them in the past. That's the only way you can unblock them. And I don't think she knows that. So She was thinking that Melissa wasn't blocked. The whole time, Melissa was blocked. She most definitely was blocked. Trucker's wife said, as long as you don't put it on the floor. My mom said, if you put the purse on the floor, you stay broke. Girl, my mama used to say the same thing. I don't put my purse on the floor. As a matter of fact, my purse was on the bed because I had moved it. My purse usually, the purse that my everyday purse usually sits in this chair that I sit in. And if, when I sit in the chair, I just put it on the pillow that don't nobody sleep on the bed. So that's where I had moved it to. I don't throw my purse on the floor. So Melissa was blocked from the chat. She couldn't come in because Melissa was gonna go in the chat and have a conversation with her, but she couldn't. So because Melissa, didn't come in the chat, I think that upset Connection. That just sent her into a tizzy, and Connection just kept, going and going and going, and just worked herself up to a ridiculous meltdown. Just name calling, going off. At one point, it looked like a demon had in. I was like, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ I was throwing holy water at the TV and everything because it looked like a demon had then jumped up in that woman. And I'm not trying to be funny. And I'm normally not the one. I was just talking about this the other day. It'd be irritating me when, when people come in my chat and be like, oh, I be seeing demons and demons be doing this and demons be doing that. And here I am. Last night, I swear to God, it looked like a demon entered this woman and was controlling her because she was. I was like, girl, are you okay? I mean, even the commenters were like, somebody needs to call 911. Where is her case manager? Somebody needs to get this. They need to do a wellness check. The comments on her video were, I saw that last night. I was in the chat trying to speak to her. Hey, all eyes on Rosie. Yeah. I didn't want to. I was in the chat. But I know she don't like me. And I'm probably blocked. I don't know if I'm blocked, but I think I'm blocked. So I didn't say anything. But I really wanted to tell her, Connection, just end this live. Just let this go. But then she said that Melissa's grandbaby was ugly. Your ugly grandbaby. Your ugly kids. They ugly just like you. And that was when I was like, you know what? She done lost it. She done lost it. In this, but see, that's how she is though. Because one time when she was mad at me, she called my husband ugly. My husband ain't never said nothing about her. Never. My husband ain't in this YouTube drama. When you're having an issue with somebody on YouTube, stay on target. If you having an issue with Melissa, keep it with Melissa. You didn't have to say that Melissa's grandchildren was ugly. You don't know how that is a trigger for people. Like, I would never, ever speak on someone's child or their grandchild. But see, when you don't have kids, you don't have a family, you don't have anybody that loves you, you don't love anybody, you don't have a cat, dog, fish, bird, ant, turtle, nothing. You don't know what that type of love is. Like, girl, you need to get you a pet or something. I'm pretty sure in that transition home, you can talk to your therapist, and your therapist can help you get a pet, because you need something that you can love on so that you can understand what love is. You obviously clearly don't know what love is. You clearly have not been loved. You haven't. For you to get on here and say that someone's grandchild is ugly, that to me was lower than low. A trucker's wife said this is the year of Aquarius. All will be exposed. But she's been acting like that though. She needs something to pour her attention on. Because if you really look at it, if you really look at her situation, the majority of us don't live alone. I don't know everybody's situation, but this woman lives by herself in an area where she really does not feel comfortable even walking around or sitting on a porch or, just chilling outside. She has made it clear that I guess there are other crackheads or, whatever in the complex the new place that she moved to. She don't have no family. She don't have anybody in that apartment to talk to. Can you imagine how lonely it has to be? You don't have a car. You can't just get out when you want to because you don't have any transportation. When my husband is at work, and if I get stir crazy in the house, at least I can go outside. I can go in the backyard, get some fresh air, sit there, look at the birds, and I can literally see the lake from my backyard. I can just, sit in the backyard and chill. If I don't want to sit in the backyard, I can walk to the lake. She doesn't have that privilege. And that bothers her. And she is jealous of other people who have that privilege. Like her saying that Melissa goes to the movies and, eats at the movies and takes her family and goes out to happy hour and is living her life. And Connection is looking at that and she is jealous. She is thoroughly jealous of Melissa. Melissa has been a trigger for Connection for a while. She is a trigger for her. And if someone is a trigger for you, don't watch them. It is so easy not to watch somebody and watch their pockets, like watching how much money, Melissa is spending going out to eat. I love watching people, going to happy hour, and happy hour used to be my thing. Me and my best friend, we was happy hour queens. Do you hear me? We were the queens of happy hour. After work, we always, especially on Fridays, Friday was our day, honey. We would tear the bar down on Fridays. If they had YouTube back then, when me and my best friend was hitting all of this channel would have been lit. But I don't do all of that stuff now. Now it's, get up Saturday morning like me and my husband did yesterday. We went out to breakfast. And, sometimes when me and my husband go places, I'm in the moment. I'm with my husband. And I don't want to film every time we sit down to have breakfast or lunch or whatever. I don't want to get, is food good? Taking pictures and video and everything. So I don't show everything. Now, after we left the restaurant, I had took pictures of my food. And after we left the restaurant, I did a little small video about the place that we went to. And I'm probably going to start doing that a little bit more often to show some of the restaurants here in the Bay Area. If I don't do a full video inside the restaurant. And sometimes the restaurants are crowded. There are people in there and I just don't feel comfortable pulling out my camera filming and it's other people there. Because I don't want to get them in my video. But sometimes I'm having such a good time with my husband, enjoying the company of my husband. I don't want to pull out the camera because y'all know my husband works during the week. And the time that we spend together on the weekends, going out to dinner, going to the movies, whatever we do, is precious time. It's our time. And I may not want to show that, but it is happening. And I really think that connection, this whole thing just boils down to jealousy. Unfortunately. But she has absolutely nothing else to to stay home. She has nothing to do but stay home and be on YouTube. And when you watch people that are living a life that you wish you were living, it can make you mad. That's jealousy, envy. A trucker's wife said, Barbara, I'm always home and I don't act like her. I'm always at home too. When my husband goes to work, I don't work. I'm retired. When my husband goes, but I do have Gizmo. When my husband goes to work, I'm at home. But I have hobbies. I crochet. I paint. I make jewelry. I have things that, keep me busy. And I do have family. You know what I mean? Like, even when my husband is not here, I may get a text from one of the grandkids. Hey, Granny, what you doing? Like, last night, my granddaughter texted me and was like, Granny, I really need these eyelashes. I need them bad. I asked you for them for Christmas and you didn't get them. I said, girl, send me a link to these eyelashes because you get on my nerves now about these eyelashes. So she sent me a link from Amazon and I got her the eyelashes. I may get one of the grandkids shoot me a text. So it's not, and if they don't, I have my shows that I like to watch. I'm watching Queen Sugar now on Hulu. I've been watching it for a minute, y'all. I know I'm late to the party, and I'm almost finished. I watch my shows. I take Gizmo out in the yard. I got my plants outside. Oh, and I garden. I have my plants, my outdoor plants that I take care of, she's gonna have to find something other than YouTube to keep her busy, because YouTube is gonna make her stroke out. Because last night I was like, the maintenance people gonna come in that house and find connection. She done fell out. Because she is allowing this YouTube shit to stress her the hell out. Because the way she was acting last night was crazy. There is no other way to put it. It was literally crazy. Like, the stuff she was saying last night was just, to me, now maybe she has done this before, gone this far before, but I've never seen her go this far. To call someone's grandbaby babies. And she specifically said the babies are ugly. And you're a drunk grandmother. Like, you be drinking around your just all kind of stuff. She too busy looking at it. A part-time job would benefit her. She would be more happy. She needs to get out that house. Them 4 walls is driving her crazy. For real. If you don't have anything but your thoughts, they can drive you crazy. That's why I pick up hobbies to do. Because you can only clean your house so much. The house be clean. She don't have no pets and no kids. It ain't nobody but her. The house should stay clean. You know what I mean? Of course, you clean in the bathroom. You keeping you washing your dishes and stuff. But it shouldn't be that many dishes because it's just her. Your house should stay clean. So you can only clean the house so much. She don't have Breezeway Charlie, but she up in somebody else though. She already saying that she already about to get the Fumes storyline started again. She said she's smelling stuff already. Hi, I'm just being me. That was horrible. It was really bad. And I really, oh, you from Florida? What's the weather like down there? It's raining. It ain't raining right now. But y'all be thinking that it don't rain in California. It's raining. Well, it ain't raining at this very minute. But, oh, it's 60 degrees. It ain't gonna rain till 3 o'clock. Which is a couple hours from now. It is only supposed to rain an hour, it look like. No. It's gonna rain for a little while. But it's been raining like every other day here in California. It's not like pouring down like it be pouring in other areas. It don't really do that here. Not in the North Bay. It's just been raining. Just off and on. You think she's smoking? Oh, we in the 60s too. Yeah, 30s. That's cold for Florida, ain't it? I think we had dropped down to like the 40s. Y'all think I think she be drinking. I really do. Or in that program, she can't drink and she mad at Melissa because Melissa can drink. Because I noticed she always be saying stuff about Melissa drinking. Hey, Brandy. I hope she not smoking. Because the way she was acting yesterday, she don't need nothing in her system. But I'm like, girl, somebody needs to show this video to your doctor and they need to adjust your meds. And I went to bed last night at like 1 a.m. She was still going. Child, I clicked that TV off and turned over and went to sleep. It was 1 o'clock. So it's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. You still on YouTube going? No. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. 3 o'clock in the morning, you still on YouTube babbling, and you in your 50s? Something ain't right. I mean, people was in them comments. She was like, she said she was on live one day and she got a knock on her door and it was the police. Someone had got her, I don't know how they got her address, and had called for a wellness check for her. But last night, she was giving out her address, the number to her house, not her complete address. But she said she was giving out the number and she was like, you figure out the rest. What, girl? She did 2 lives all night long. Girl, I went to sleep. Barbara said, if I'm not mistaken, she's still on there now. She been up all damn night. Oh, no, girl. Let me go see if she on there now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way she stayed on there all night, Barbara. Let me see. Because you know I'm nosy. Is she live now? Wait a minute. It says this live started 13 hours ago. She been live for 13 hours? And y'all don't think there's nothing wrong with that? She been live for 13 hours. Well, smelling stuff is part of her storyline. I knew that was gonna start. I knew the smelling stuff was gonna start. That's part of her storyline. A trucker's wife said they're gonna put that woman in a straitjacket. She been on live for 13 hours. And she ain't been asleep. She been talking for... I can't talk for 2 hours. When I talk for 2 hours, I'll be like, oh, I gotta go. My throat getting dry. I gotta go. Shit. I'm tired of talking. When I get on here and we get to talking and I look at that thing and it be like 2 hours, my throat beating got dry. Even with water, my throat get dry. I got to go. Plus, I can't just sit here on my butt for 3-4 hours without moving around because I'll get stiff. The way my arthritis ain't set up for me to be sitting for 3-4 hours. I got to get up and move around. I gotta let the blood circulate in my butt. I can't just sit here. She been on live for 13 hours. Jesus. Girl, I wouldn't trust sending her no money for no meds. Because she ain't gonna put that money on no meds. She probably get her meds for free. She on Medicare. Not Medicare. She get food stamps. So if you get food stamps, your medical ought to be built in. That's how they do it out here in California. If you get food stamps, you get Medi-Cal or Medicare. She over 50. She over 50. She should be able to get Medicare by now. Because, and she always somehow disabled she is. I'm talking about Burgess reacts connection rejection. Girl, after 2 hours, I'm through. I'm through. I can't talk past 2 hours. We got to really be talking about something good for me to stay on here past 2 hours. Like this conversation got to be hella good for me to be on here 2-3 hours. 13 hours? And some of y'all stayed on 1 o'clock. I cut that TV off and went to sleep. I was like, whoo, look at the time. Hey, Phoenix, I must have shut that TV off. She been because see, she had been on live and then she got back, she got off and then she got back on. And I said, oh, she back on? Let me see what she talking about. And I just happened to look at the clock and I was like, it's almost 1 o'clock. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning in Texas. I said, oh, girl, I ain't going to be able to watch this. I'm getting sleepy. I turned off and turned over and went to sleep. I thought she only was, probably going to stay on for maybe an hour or whatever and get tired. She been on there all night. And she's still on there. I think it is, but I think she has to do a copay for her meds. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I wouldn't give her no money. She must be bored and ain't got nothing to do. Girl, trucker's wife, I don't know how you did it, girl. You logged out at 4 a.m. Ooh, girl, no. I'm not about to stay up and watch. I can't stay up and watch that kind of madness. Because it's the ramblings of a crazy person. It's something wrong with connection. And y'all can sit on here and say, oh no, it's nothing. It's something wrong with her. If you watch her videos, you will see that's not normal behavior. It's not normal. I don't watch her that often either, but I wanted to see what was going on between her and Melissa. And I watched I was watching both of them at the same time. And Connection got upset because Melissa wouldn't come into her live. And she took her upset to a level 10. It's me, Melissa B. That's her channel. It's me, Melissa B. That's who all this, that's how, that's what made, that's what made her. That's what made Connection upset. I guess a video. I swear I just saw something pass by that window. Oh, maybe that was my husband. But I didn't hear the back door though. Could have been that cat. Um, that's what made Connection upset yesterday. Cause Melissa had did a video about her. Her illness is caused. Oh, that was him. That was the back door. Her illness is caused by eating like she in a competition. She can walk fine without a cane or anything. Well, if she can ride a bike for 50, 11 dozen miles, she riding 5 miles on that dang on bike, she can walk. She has Melissa blocked. Melissa was typing in the chat. She definitely is blocked, and she know. I saw that. I saw that because I was watching Melissa too. But Connection may not understand that you have to go into the YouTube studio in order to unblock someone. You can't just unblock them. If you block them, you have to go into the creator studio on YouTube. And you can't do that from your phone. You have to do it from a computer. That's the only way you can access it. It's through your computer. Or if you download the you have to go to YouTube from your browser on your phone. And her phone may not do that because she says she just got a regular phone. She don't have an iPhone. And she mad at people with iPhones because she thinks that people with iPhones can make better videos than she can and edit their videos and stuff. But she has a computer. You can download editing software on your computer and learn how to do the same thing on your computer. I looked at her eyes. The white part is yellow. That's a sign her liver or kidney is bad. I looked at that yesterday too. And I was like, is it her glasses? Do my eyes look yellow? I know my eyes are small. Is it her glasses? That didn't help. I was like, is it her glasses that were throwing a yellow tint on her eyes? Or because I noticed that yesterday too, and I had never noticed that before. I never noticed that before. Connection said she has no one blocked, which is a lie. It was plenty of people in Melissa chat trying to comment, and no one was able to comment. She been had that lady blocked. Yeah, it was other people in the chat trying to comment too. But like I said, if she don't go into the creator studio, because I got people blocked. I don't think I blocked Connection, but I have people blocked. And the only way to unblock them is to go into the creator studio and unblock them in there. You can't, there's no other way to unblock them. And she probably doesn't understand that. But she have to understand them because she blocked them. But it's easy to block in your chat. And she probably feels like you can unblock from the chat, but you can't unblock from the chat. You have to go into the creator studio and unblock. So she has people blocked. They were definitely blocked. Trucker's wife says it's her eyes. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. And that was the first time that I noticed it. But I think she had on glasses that have that blue tint to help with the glare from the computer and your phone and stuff, those blue tint glasses. And then she had, I think, a ring light. So I'm like, was that throwing a glow over her eyes? Because if her eyes are that yellow, her doctor should have saw it. And I know she see it if I don't know. I that's what it looked like. I did notice that yesterday, but I didn't want to say anything about it because I was like, well, maybe it's my TV. But but I was like, don't nobody else's eyes look like that. I was like changing channels and stuff, trying to see. I was like, is this something wrong with my TV? Nah, ain't nothing wrong with my TV because everybody else's eyes look white. And hers definitely look yellow. Definitely. I noticed it yesterday. I know she said she used to drink, but I don't remember her saying she used to do drugs. She did say she used to drink. I think old people can have jaundice. I don't think jaundice don't have a age limit, I don't think. Yeah, it says newborn babies often get it. About 60% have jaundice, also known as icterius, within the first couple of days after birth. Adults can get it too, although it's less common. See a doctor right away if you think you have jaundice. If you have liver disease, you can have jaundice. Brandy said maybe that's what she said. I forgot because I haven't watched her videos in months. I'm about to watch the Marley movie in a bit. What Marley movie? What Marley movie? The old one? Because a new one coming out in February. I already saw that one. We all supposed to be going to see the one on Valentine's Day because my grandson's mother loves Bob Marley, and I went through a whole Bob Marley phase. I had so many damn Bob Marley t-shirts. I I mean, and I normally don't love men that, I don't want to call him a womanizer because I don't like to speak ill of the dead. But he had so many women and so many kids. And those are normally like not the type of men that I really like. But for some reason, I just love me some Bob Marley. And if he had taken care of himself, he probably would still be here. But hey Siri,
Uh huh.
how old would Bob Marley be if he was still alive? 78. He would be 78 years old. He would still be here. He would still be here jumping around and swinging them dreads if he still had them. She even said she's not well last night. I think, oh yeah, that documentary. Okay, yeah, I saw that one already. That all of the stuff that she was saying last night is basically normal stuff for people her age. Other than her mental illness, most people in their 50s have issues with their joints. I have asthma. Almost everything she named, I got the same thing. That's normal for your age. Other than mental illness. Yeah, he had cancer. Thank you, a trucker's wife. Yeah, because I don't let the stuff that I have, I don't let that stuff consume me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to allow arthritis. Most people don't even know I have arthritis unless I tell them. They don't know because I'm always doing something, especially always doing something with my hands, and that's where my arthritis is the worst. My mother had rheumatoid arthritis, and she had the one where her joints were disfigured and stuff. So at least once a year, they x-ray my hands and wrists because the majority of my pain is centered in my hands and um, in my wrists. So they x-ray my hands and stuff to make sure that the joints are not showing any signs that they're starting to you know disfigure or whatever. And at the age that I am now, my mother, hers had already, they were already disfigured in her 50s. But the doctor said that my joints look good, but they are extremely painful. I've had surgery here in November, I think, to fix this tendon. And the surgery worked. The tendon feels much better, but the surgery site itself, because it was in the crease right there, is still tender. If like something touches it, like sometimes if I'm washing dishes or something and I grab a plate right there and it goes right there, it's like the skin ain't tough enough and it's still kind of tender. But and I got issues with my thyroid and everything. I have hypothyroidism, I have arthritis, I have asthma. It's a lot going on. But I'm not mad at other people that are healthy because I feel like I'm blessed. And I'm not going to take what's going on with me out on another person because, you know, I'm blessed. I have family that care about me. I have an extremely loving husband. That's number one. And all of the rest of it is up under that. Well, number one, I'm a child of God. Then number two is my husband. Then, the kids, the grandkids, the friends, the in-laws, the family, all of that. And then right now we're living with my in-laws. I'm living with my husband's mom and dad, and they're older. They're like in their 80s. So sweet. It's so much love in this house. Like this house is just full of love. Everybody in, like, we all just love and care about each other. It's just love here. Like when you open the doors, hey baby. If we leave and it's raining, when we come back, my mother-in-law be like, "Y'all okay? Did y'all get wet? Y'all all right? Take them wet coats off." That's love. That's the kind of stuff that make me want to cry, because everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have that. Connection don't have that. She don't have that. She don't know what that feels like. I do. I am loved. Okay? Loved. My husband wake up in the morning. You want some Starbucks, sweetheart? You want me to go get you some Starbucks? No, baby. I'll just make some coffee here. Okay. That's love. She don't have that. And she upset. She upset. Oh, trucker's wife, you survived cancer? God bless you, sweetheart. God bless you. She had family, but I don't think they talked to her. She said she had brothers. I think her mom and dad passed. And she said she had brothers, but they don't talk to her. I don't know what happened, with her situation. And plus, I don't think they live in Texas, where she is. Yeah, she angry because she don't have nobody. She don't have anybody. And if I didn't have my husband, I would at least have my kids. She's never been married. She don't have any children. And that's sad. Because if that's, you look at other people, she looks at Melissa, and I think Melissa is what she has always probably looked at. This connection is one of those people that you can look at and imagine that she probably had a not so great childhood, you know, because she said that her dad, I guess, was an alcoholic, and there seemed to be a lot of trauma in her home. And she probably wasn't the cutest little kid on the playground, to keep it real. You know how kids can be. And the little cute, light skinned kids like Melissa was probably the kids that she always hated. And now she is an adult, and that hate ain't went nowhere, because she has made colorist comments about Melissa being light skinned, talking about Melissa's hair. So Melissa is that kid that she hated when she was a little girl, and she has grown up to still hate. Okay, all eyes on Rosie. I ain't cooking today. My husband watching a football game, so after he get off, we'll probably go get something to eat. I ain't cooking. Plus, my father-in-law cooked some spaghetti, a big pot of spaghetti yesterday, but I can't eat his spaghetti because that, I don't know what sauce he uses, but it always gives me acid reflux. Oh, she said she was the darkest in her family. Well, that didn't help. Yeah, and she did the same thing to Cindy. She does the same thing to her. And Cindy light skin too. That don't help when you the darkest one in the family. There's always this stigma around being a dark skinned child. You feel like you're not treated as well. Cause my husband, he the same way. He the dark skinned child. His sister is real light skinned. But he don't have issues with light skinned people though. But he's the darkest one in the family. Like, I be looking at my mother-in-law is real light skinned. My sister-in-law is light skinned like my mother-in-law. My father-in-law is probably like my complexion. And then my husband is dark. I be teasing him like, where they get you from? Because you don't look like none of them. But he looked like his grandmother. He looks like his grandmother. I want to show you this picture. It's a family photo of my husband and the family. And they did him dirty in this photo because he is super dark. I'm gonna ask him if I can show y'all. But he looked like his grandmother. And his grandmother is in the photo. His grandmother passed away. But he looks like her. Like they look a lot alike. Oh, your husband about to go back on the road? A trucker's wife? No, she not bad looking. Her attitude and the way she acts makes her ugly to me though. But she not a bad looking woman. But if your insecurity is being dark skinned, then that's your insecurity. She remind me of the lady from PF Project, the one married to the Hispanic man. What's PF Project? PF Project. What's that? The one married to the Hispanic man. I don't know what that is. She really only go in this deep end when she needs money. I bet if someone cash app her a decent amount, she would be a different person. Well, this to me ain't the way you get money though. Because to anger people and hurt other people, my mama always say you get more with honey than you do vinegar. And don't you think if you're a person that's in need, wouldn't you be nice? Oh, PJ Project is a Eddie Murphy cartoon from back in the day. Yeah, I don't remember that. The PJs. Hey, Bathsheba, don't you think if you was in need, you you needed people to help you, wouldn't you be nice instead of being mean? I would be, especially if I got the Amazon wish list that she got. I went through her Amazon wish list. I was like, God damn. That wish list is crazy. I'm like, you can't buy nothing? And she had said yesterday that she normally don't make it through the month with, I don't know who she gets a check from. She get a check. She says she get a check from somebody other than her YouTube check. Maybe she gets food stamps and cash aid. That's what she get a month. And she says she normally don't make it through the month. Sometimes she has to borrow money from Cash App. I didn't even know you could borrow money from Cash App. I didn't know that was a thing. And so she said she borrows money from Cash App, and then she hopes that people will send her Cash Apps so that she can pay Cash App back. So she borrowing. What's that old saying? You borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. Yeah, I didn't know you could borrow money from Cash App. I didn't know that was a thing. But she said every month she borrows money from Cash App, and then that's why she be begging so much so she can get money to pay Cash App back. Then you need to get a job or apply for SSI. Why is she not on SSI? She says she got all these medical conditions. Why is she not on SSI? I don't understand that. If you are medically disabled, why are you not on SSI? Instead, you're on um, food stamps and cash aid. And usually they only do that for people who are in like drug rehab programs. You ain't in no drug rehab program just because you homeless. You in a drug rehab program because you was on drugs. Because I was a case manager. And you getting cash aid and stuff. No, you was a crackhead. You had to be. That is why she be on YouTube so much. She trying to make that little extra money from YouTube. Now, because if she was getting SSI, she would have a little bit extra money. If she was getting SSI, she wouldn't have to live in them janky places that she living in. She could probably move into like a senior living facility. We got a nice senior place they building not too far from where we live. They look nice. The senior centers and stuff in the area where we live are nice though. And if she was on SSI, she could probably move into one of them senior facilities instead of living with the crackheads. She is ungrateful. Girl, I didn't know you could borrow from Cash App either. But it's only like $50. 50 or $75. That would do nothing for me. I spent $50 off the breakfast. SSI, you can't get SSI and get food stamps on Social Security. You can get stamps. Didn't she move out the last apartment because people was always fighting? She moved out the last apartment because of the fumes. The drug fumes. The fumes was making her sick. And Breezeway Charlie was sleeping in the breezeway smoking. But she moved from one low income transitional place to another. And she mad this too. She brought this up too, that Melissa lives in a nice place. Girl, you mad because people living in nice homes? Because she got mad at me and was like, if it wasn't for your husband, you would be homeless. I was in a 3-bedroom townhouse when me and my husband got together. Now it wasn't sitting on the bay. We lived inland, but I wasn't homeless when me and my husband got together though. You know, thank God his family has this nice house. But I wasn't homeless. I ain't been homeless. So she has an issue with people living nice. Because she was like, so you got a couch. You got furniture that didn't come from Amazon. Girl, don't get mad at other people because they not living your life. This is the life that you designed. We worked. Melissa works. She has a job. She purchases the things that she works hard for. You was homeless for 10 years. You didn't work. What the Bible say? A man don't work, he don't eat. Shit. In Cali, they don't. Only if you have kids, you get stamps for the kids. No, some old people get stamps in California and mentally ill. And you don't have to have kids. You can still get stamps. Some elderly people do get stamps. And some mentally ill, you don't have to have children to get stamps. Because when I worked at the program, when I was a case manager, we had people on, and men, who would apply for stamps and get stamps because they were in the program. But if you are able-bodied and healthy, you have to you have to be actively seeking employment to or going to school to keep your food stamps going. She definitely going through a manic state right now. It's been a minute. It has been a minute since she's been this manic. She been online for 13 hours. She ain't did this in a minute. Well, she would get mad because people wasn't cash apping her because she really did need that money. She really need that money. She better get on OnlyFans because they got a section for men that like older women. It's a section for everything. See, that's the thing. If I get bored, I can go outside. I can go outside right now if I want to, if it ain't raining. If I get bored, I just walk out the back door and walk around in my yard, check on my plants. I sit around out there for a while and look at the bay, watch the birds. We got all kind of birds here in California. At one point, I was Googling what are birds native to my area. And I would be out in the backyard looking for those specific birds. You can do things to stay busy. You don't have to be on the internet arguing with people. But y'all need to realize too that her meltdowns and her arguments and all of this kind of stuff garners her views, and views make her money. So she don't care how she look. how bad she looked on the internet. She don't care how crazy she looked because this does help bring her little change in. She does get a little extra money. This 13-hour meltdown she didn't have will bring her a little change. And because she did a 13-hour video, she'll be able to go in and put her ads in there. So after she get offline now, she'll be able to go to sleep and she won't probably have to do a video for tomorrow because this girl done been on video dang near 24 hours. Yeah, she can get a job at Walmart. Work in the back. If you don't want to have to deal with other people, be a greeter. Be a shelf stocker. I love watching the birds. I really do. It's just something about and where the way my the way these houses are set up, it's like a cutout behind the houses and it's like bushes back there. And the birds, it's these little bitty birds. They be living in them bushes. They always be around them bushes and stuff. And the birds and hummingbirds. Hummingbirds, they won't be back until spring. I don't know where they go when it's raining, but you don't see hummingbirds during the winter. They'll be back during the spring when the flowers start to bloom. Then the hummingbirds will be back. And so we have a lot of hummingbirds in our backyard also. So I love sitting out in the backyard um, in a reclining chair or just laid out because we got a swing back there. I get on that swing and just lay down and bring Gizmo's bed out there and he just be sitting out there. Honey, we be having us a good time. She don't care how she look. I don't think. I don't think she care. I think her whole thing is making money. And if it's gonna make her some money, she gonna do it. I can't do that. It's just certain things I'm just not gonna do. For one, I don't want my grandkids to see me because like my grandkids, my older grandkids do follow me on social media. And I don't want my grandkids to see me out here acting crazy, especially my granddaughter, because she don't have a filter for whatever reason. My grandson ain't gonna say nothing. He 13. My granddaughter 15. Them the two oldest. She will call and be like, "What is going on with you?" I know her. "Why you arguing with them people? Oh, I saw your video. Oh, Granny, please stop doing that." And I don't want her to do that. I don't want to be the embarrassing grandma. I want my grandkids to love me and think I'm the best grandma in the world because right now that's what they think. You can't tell them nothing about me. And I want it to stay that way. I don't want them to click on my videos and I'm cussing people out and acting crazy because they don't see me like that. They don't know that I can get down like that. They just, they see me as sweet grandma. And I want them to continue to see me as that. So it's just a certain way that I want to maintain myself on social media. I don't want to come on social media looking crazy. I don't want people to be putting 911 in the chat for me and trying to figure out where I live so that they can send the people to my house to do a wellness check. But let me tell y'all this. You ain't never got to worry about doing a wellness check on me because my husband is here, my mother-in-law is here, my father-in-law is here. Everybody taking care of me. If they thought it was something wrong with me, they would definitely get me to the hospital. But see, there's no one there with connection. There's no one there to help her. When she going crazy, it ain't nobody there. The right, Miss Coco. That's the thing. She has no one to support her, or she has no one to answer to. Chanice says she has serious issues with no family or friends, just a ball of dark energy. She live now, and she been live for 10 hours. No, she been live for 13 hours. You don't have nothing to do. Do you know how my husband would have came and cut that TV and computer and shut all that shit down if I was on live that long? He would be like, if you don't get your butt in this bed, ain't no way. He gonna let me stay up all night screaming into the camera online. He'd be like, girl, if you don't cut that shit off and go to bed. But she don't have nobody to do that for her. She don't have nobody. So she can stay online all night arguing, talking to herself all night. You ain't getting no sleep. You ain't slept all night. No, that's not normal. That's manic. That is definitely manic. Yes, Bathsheba and Miss Coco is definitely manic. Bathsheba said, Eat with Q is a major trigger for connection as well. Yeah, because Eat with Q is pretty, married, happy. Anybody that seems happy and is doing things that I think connection wants to do is a trigger for her. Who has time to be online that long? She was really acting a fool last night. She was. She was on one last night. She need to delete that live where she was talking about Melissa's grandkids. That's what she need to delete. She need to delete that. Trinice said she was very manic. She was over there laughing and talking to herself. I was like, my God, no. But when she got mad and she was like, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, girl. It's time for you to get off. Boy, she got the cussing and screaming and showing her teeth and stuff like a rabid dog. I was like, she got rabies? I mean, she was like, I was like, oh, girl, the power of Christ compels you. She was, I ain't want that demon to jump out of her and jump through my TV screen. Keep them demons over there. She was definitely wrong. She was talking about Melissa B. grandchildren and her daughter. And her daughter. It was demonic. It was demonic. It was demonic, girl. I'm And she was talking normal at first. I could tell she was getting amped up though. I could tell she was getting mad. And then she just flipped and got closer to. I was like, girl. It was bad. It looked demonic. It looked demonic in nature. It didn't look. And then she went back to her normal self. She flipped back to her normal self. You know what? I'm going to try to find it. Let me see. Do she still got it up? Because it was towards the end of the live. Let me see if she still got that live up. No. She deleted it. She deleted it. It's gone. It's gone. The only live that's still up is the one that she's on now. So she must have either she probably privated it. She knew to delete that because let me make sure. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. She knew that. She knew to delete that so that people couldn't take them clips out of there and make her look bad. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's gone, Trinice. The only live that's up is the one that she's on now. She knew to get rid of that because that was going to tarnish her whole image. She knew to get rid of that live. But people heard it. People heard it. Yeah, she ain't that crazy. She knew to get rid of that evidence. I hope people got it. She's still on there. But it's not the one where she was talking all that mess about Melissa's kids and grandkids. She got rid of that. She was talking about Melissa B. It's me, Melissa B. Oh, I can't think of that older lady's name that she was talking. And I went to her channel. She did have a little she do wear a little wig. Hold on, y'all, I'm gonna find it. Because I went to I saw her video. I saw the video of the older lady that she was talking about. And the little lady did have on like a little wig. I was like, her name is Sharina Belly. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the little wig. This is what she was talking about. I said, that's who she was talking about. That's who she got into Sharina Belly and connection. They funkin' too. She was talking about her little wig. she said that Sharina Belly looked like she lived in a boarding house. And Sharina got mad and was like, I live in a house. I got a mortgage. I was like, Lord, I know Connection ain't out here talking about where people live. And you living in a whole transitional house. You living around crackheads and got the audacity to talk about where somebody else live? And was talking about Serena's wig. I was like, Lord, this woman crazy. Yeah, but that little old lady was clapping back though. She was getting with her, and I think Serena went and got her grandson. Y'all, if y'all want to see a crazy video, let me call my son, my oldest son, not my youngest son. My youngest son ain't gonna play with this shit. He ain't gonna get involved. But if I tell my oldest son that somebody is on here messing with me, child, he will come on here and cuss Connection smooth the hell out. Cause he crazy. He will match her crazy energy for sure. So I think Serena must have got her grandson because Connection said something like, you went and got your grandson. Yeah, girl, people, we got family. Just because you ain't got nobody that love you don't mean we don't. She's still cussing now? I can't play her because she hate me. She'll give me. Hey, Melissa. Oh, you got the grandbabies? Oh, Melissa, you missed out, girl. You missed it. Your girl was showing out last night. Your girl is manic. She been online 13 hours. She been online 13 hours, Melissa. She showing out. What? She over there with a wig on. Let me go see. Let me see. No, she not, y'all. I know she ain't. Let me get off here. Let me get off here because I know she's showing out. I got to go see this. I got to go see this. I got to go see this. We will come back. If she over there showing out, I got to go see this shit. She manic. She been online 13 hours, Melissa. 13 hours. She has been online. Let me go see what she doing with this damn wig. I got to put this on my TV. So I got to see this, y'all. She over here acting crazy and I don't want to miss the show. Okay, I'm going to come back, y'all. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to come back later and we're going to talk about this. I'll see y'all later. Bye.